What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about ZORA today. ZORA. It is the 26th day of April, and here we are sitting at about 1.4 cents with roughly 9 hours and 50 minutes left in the day. Hit that like button, subscribe. Thank you all for being here, and let's get into it. A lot of people over this past week, especially, like a bunch of parrots. They say the same thing over and over again. And the thing that I've been seeing a lot of is, oh, you're bearish on this coin. Oh, you're bearish on this coin. But you're bullish on this coin or that coin, the coins that you're making a play on. It's like, first off, if I'm making a play on a coin, I'm probably bullish on it, yes. If not openly taking a short position, in which case I'd be bearish. But there's a reason for that, right? There's a reason why I'm bullish on ZORA. There's a reason why I've started to DCA here, right? Most coins that I've been bearish on over the past week or even over the past couple days, the coins, or even whenever I talk about the general altcoin market as a whole, they haven't dropped from their all-time high in August to prices that are 90% down already, right? They haven't. In fact, the average altcoin, if we look at this from September, from that high to its low, has only dropped 56%. From in a longer amount of time, only dropped 66%. Most coins haven't dropped 90% in what most of this was basically a straight line. Okay. The reason why we're bullish on ZORA is not for the long term. It's not for this voluptuous move up that's going to take us to new all-time highs. We're just going to go in our own bull market while the rest of the crypto market's in a bear market. That would be foolish. And it's even more foolish, I think, to assume that that's what I'm saying. Maybe it's less foolish, I don't know, but it's still a pretty high degree of foolish. What I am saying is, here we are, 90% down from the all-time highs, where we've moved down faster than anything else with very little relief at all. And where we are finding support right now consistently since March ended has been right here at this point of prior resistance that we found consistently for a long time. We saw from here a rejection from a high to a low. That was 38%. A rejection that from a high to a low, if it'll let me, was 33%. We saw from here a rejection that was from a high to low 40%. I refuse to believe that we can't see at least something of that liking to the upside. And look at this. By the way, just so you're aware, a 40% drop, if we take a 45% pump right here, a 40% drop is larger than that, right? It's like a 30%, 31% drop equals a 45% dump, or equals a 45% pump. So any of these moves in equivalent value would actually take us above these levels. I'm not even asking for anything above 50. I'm not asking for anything. I'm making a play here. And the play is, we've moved down 90%. We're at prior areas of resistance where we saw significant rejections. We're holding support there now. Might we get a little bit of a relief rally? The rest of the market might move down. Maybe before the market moves down, we pump and then we dump. You know, again, I'm not saying that ZORA is going into a bull market. It's not just the coins that I talk about that are bullish. That's not how it is. But I do like to talk about coins that have potential plays to make. And for the long term, I do believe ZORA will see new all-time highs in the long term. It'll probably see new all-time lows first, if not at least return to those areas. But for the short term as well, 45% is not nothing, man. If you can squeeze 45% out of a trade position, you know, you shouldn't put your whole bag on this. It's completely possible ZORA keeps moving down, and that's why I've said consistently since we've got here is that the proper thing to do is to dollar cost average, DCA. Take a little bit here and there, and then you build up a little bit of a position. We've been DCAing throughout this whole time. Anytime really that we've been below 1.4 cents, or anytime that we're like below like 1.42 cents, I've been DCAing in, and I've done like 3 different moments where I've bought here. I might do a 4th one today, and you take that opportunity whenever you're up 45% right here at prior resistance and prior support, and look at this, prior resistance back here, you know. I'm just saying it's not a bad play. And you take those profits, you take that cash while the rest of the market dumps, you wait and you get in at the lows, hopefully, ideally, right? That's the ideal. Buy low, sell high. Or as we do in the crypto space, we buy high and we sell low. What's up? It makes sense, in my opinion, that we're going to see some type of move up. And whether that stops here at these points, whether it's voluptuous and we see something that goes all the way up to these points of support and resistance here, where we found support, 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 turbulence, resistance. Technically, it's a big enough wick, like we did find resistance in that zone. And if we take this high here, the high that generated this whole entire move, come on, that high to low, that's right at our 0.5, which is a completely logical area to find resistance on in a bearish trend. You actually do find resistance in this zone quite often, if not at least the 236. And look at that, the 236 is exactly, oh, actually, sorry, it's a little bit higher than that 45% level. If we're using our fibs, it actually makes more sense to call for a move that's 60%, 125%, 180%. Maybe more if you go to the golden ratio. ZORA, when it moves up, I mean, again, 3 days from this price, 3 days later, boom, you're all the way up here, guys. It's not that that's going to happen again. This was a different, totally different environment, but at the same time, from the same levels, it's happened before. It could have happened again. Imagine we go to the 236. That's a 66%, 65% move. I take this over here. I put it at that high. That high to low, it's not that far away. If I can get it, come on. This high right here to this low, it's tip for tat. The same move to the downside from a point of contention before that we're at now, but to the upside. That's all I'm saying. A lot of people have a hard time wrapping their brains around this because they think, oh, if you're bullish on something short term, that means that you're thinking this thing is going to go in a bull market while everything else is going to dump. No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm just trying to make a play here. I think it's a good play. I think it's obvious as to why it's a good play. Let's look at the short term stuff, and then we'll zoom back out. Okay, 1 hour time frame here. Maybe not the 1 hour because it's just so choppy and sideways. We might not even look at the 4 hour either because it's choppy and sideways. This could be a diamond bottom. It could be. It's kind of ugly, and that's how you know it's a diamond bottom. It's kind of ugly. It's like an inverse diamond, right? Like you would think. It kind of looks like that, but flipped upside down. Anyways, maybe it's not a diamond bottom, but it certainly is some type of symmetrical triangle formation here, right? At the end. And I think we're going to see it pop up. I think that pop will generate a little bit of FOMO, a little bit of buying pressure, and it'll be quick, swift. Have your sell orders ready. On that note, I actually need to get my sell orders ready. I'm normally better about that, but I'm believing that we're going to see anything from a 40 to a 65% pump, if not more. It could pump 180%. I'm going to get out well before then. I'm going to get out probably on average at if it does what I think it's going to do, on average 50% gains, hopefully. If it doesn't do what I think it's going to do, sweet, no sweat off my back. I'm going to de-risk as soon as we break this trend. Not a big deal. It's not ideal. Nobody likes to take losses, but I'm not going to ride this thing to the bottom. That's for damn sure. It's definitely not what I'm going to do. Daily time frame. Actually, the 4 hour time frame here is pretty neutral. Neutral, of course, they're all neutral because the price action is neutral. Short-term stuff really didn't help us at all. The daily time frame here, the MACD is about to cross the threshold. We're about to cross through the zero. The last time that we crossed through the zero, we saw some exceptional growth, didn't we? Stochastics are coiling up. Cool, whatever. I mean, have we coiled up before? We coiled up and broke out to the downside. That was bearish. Coiled up, broke out to the downside. That was momentarily bearish, but then we moved up. There's not really any other moments that look like exactly what we have going on here as a point of reference, but that's okay. The RSI does look bullish. Yeah, higher lows, higher highs right here. It looks good. But also I say it looks good. Relatively speaking, it looks good. It looks good because of how bad it's actually looked. It looks like it's turning a new leaf. Overall, this is a very bearish RSI. Don't get me wrong. But just right here, I mean, it's kind of has the prospects of coming up here, doing what you did here, and then probably resuming its death plunge to the downside. But ZORA, man, we're in it for a good time, not a long time. That's what we're here for. Hit that like button, subscribe. Thank you all for being here. I'll see you on the next one. Again, the best thing to do, not financial advice, not a financial advisor, but if you're making a play on something like this, the best thing to do is have an exit strategy. Have your stop losses in order. Have a point at which you're going to get out, right? If we break below this point of resistance, where did we go? Well, we went all the way down here, didn't we? So, from the current price, would you rather take a 5% loss, a 6% loss, or would you rather take something that lines up all the way over here, which would be a 37% loss? It doesn't have to be that extreme. Mitigate yourself. And then have your sell orders ready, because we've seen this happen before. We've seen these massive wicks from a closing point to a high point. That wick was literally, come on, man, 38% difference. From a closing point to a high point here, that was a 78% difference. It can go up and come back down very quickly. Don't worry about catching the whole enchilada. Just get the beef in the burrito. You know what I mean? Like that's all you need. I think 2 cents, perfect area. Psychological resistance, we probably go above there. Good. Sell. I have gotten in the habit over the past couple months. I've been having a hell of a time trading with this, guys. Take profits even if you think it's going to go higher, and even if it does go higher. If you're short, take profits even if you think it's going to go lower. Even if it does go lower, get in the habit of taking profits beforehand, because waiting, you might wait, you might be like, it's going to go a little bit higher. And then it does. And you're like, I was right there. Maybe it goes a little bit higher again. But then it doesn't. And then it dumps down. Just take your profits. You don't need the whole enchilada. Just get the beef of the burrito, okay? Hit the like button, subscribe. I'll see you on the next one. Take care. 2 cents. That's where I'm taking profits. Not financial advice. Do your thing. Bye-bye.